Last game of the week we want to highlight, back in the East Valley, Corona del Sol and Highland. Corona's looked pretty good the last couple weeks. I mean, they haven't played the grandiose of teams, but after being blown out in week 1 against Basha, they seem to have found a little running game with James Contis, and are making enough plays offensively and defensively to win. Highland off to a great start at 2-0. The Hawks were hammered pretty good by Desert Ridge, and they were pretty upset after that game because they certainly felt like they could have and should have played a whole lot better than they did. That point was definitely lamented. Somewhere these teams lie in the middle somewhere. This seems like just a good old-fashioned whoever runs the ball better and doesn't turn the ball over is going to win. Is it that simple?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be not many fireworks. It's not going to be throwing the ball everywhere. Two kind of old-school coaches. So I can see that. I think it's going to be low scoring and close. It's a game where both of these teams have started well, and it seems like they could both be on that playoff bubble. It's a really important game for both, because if you win this game, you're pretty much halfway there to the wins you need to make the playoffs. So a lot of motivation for both teams, and I think it's going to be a good game, close game, low-scoring game. And you're right, a phone.
But that could definitely be a difference in this game. And it's interesting you mentioned the playoff bubble, because the Corona schedule wobbles between very difficult and not nearly so difficult through its season, and Highland's schedule is going to get tougher. And so the margin for error for both of these schools in terms of games you need to win and games that you may not win realistically is pretty narrow for earning that playoff spot. So it's a little hard to believe playoff implications are alive in week 4, but the Corona Highland is a perfect example of how this could come back to help or haunt a team next month. That's it for the videos for this week. Join us on Friday night for VX Live at varsity.evtrib.com. Enjoy your Friday night.